We were dumbstruck to learn that a vote to fly the pride flag at your board was undertaken in an illegal way last week. The proposal during question period at a meeting of the board and bylaw committee on June 4th ran counter to a revised flag protocol that had been passed unanimously and legally just weeks before. That revised flag protocol stated that only the national flag and church flags could be flown outside board buildings, thereby excluding the pride flag. The trustee therefore asked to introduce an amendment to the April 23rd motion. She asked that other flags besides the national flag and church flags be approved to fly. Her amendment was out of order on several counts. First, as been pointed out earlier, the flag protocol was not an item on the agenda. Therefore, it was not on the floor. It needed to get onto the floor somehow. It appears that the board did disagree with this, but I still strongly maintain that. Second, the amendment and vote were rushed through the meeting illegally. So either to get that motion on the floor, there should have been a motion to reconsider, which was not done and couldn't be done by the trustee involved because she had been absent at the prior meeting. But as your bylaws say, 2/3 requirement is included in the decision to reconsider to prevent a group of board members from hastily revisiting topics without sufficient thought and deliberation. What happened on June 4th is a textbook example of this, and it is never a good idea. So before introducing any amendments, the board should have voted to reconsider, or it might have moved to amend something previously adopted, but that was not the language that was used either. It was just simply said amend. So let's recap. The trustee made an amendment to a policy not on the agenda. This means it was not done in a parliamentary way. Nor did the board vote to reconsider the motion or to amend something previously adopted. You chose to override an earlier policy that was a recommendation from staff, and no one has given a good reason for doing this. That recommendation was in line with the previously read official statement on the pride flag from Cardinal Collins of Toronto from 2021, saying that the cross is the only symbol that Catholic schools need to express their commitment to inclusion. Let's not forget this. Thought-out policy, and all of a sudden someone wants to go back and change it and not do it the right way. And now they even have the nerve to call a special meeting to do it. The topic, which was voted on illegally, will be referred to the Committee of the Whole shortly. You will be asked to approve flying the pride flag. Tonight, you can set the matter right. You can vote that the June 4th amendment should not be adopted. You can say that this reversal was done without sufficient thought on the fly. Remember that the Cardinal of Toronto advised you in 2021 to respect the right of parents to secure a Catholic education in their schools and reject the pride flag.
Yes, Pierre, you're the second delegate to mention something that Cardinal Collins said, a certain instruction to the different boards in the GTA. Could you expand on that?
Yes, and I think you can hear by the reaction from the people that the ratepayers are very, very well aware of this statement. They are aware that he instructed all chairs of the boards of Catholic education not to adopt the pride flag in 2021. It's a 2-page statement, but I'll just read a couple of paragraphs from it to give you an idea of what he said. So he says that parents make a clear choice when they decide that their children will attend a Catholic school. They rightly expect that trustees, principals, teachers, all partners in education will ensure that Catholic teaching is presented, lived, and infused in all we do. In that regard, the appropriate symbol that represents our faith and the inclusion and acceptance of others is the cross, which is visible at the entrance of every Catholic school. It is the primary symbol of our Catholic faith. It draws us to contemplate the generous and sacrificial love of Christ as he lays down his life for all of us. The love represented by the cross is sacrificial love, centered not on self, but on others. The cross outside of Catholic schools and any Catholic church, hospital, or institution signals our commitment that all who enter the building are welcomed and loved. Practically, we also know that there are any number of groups working to advocate for many diverse causes. For this reason, many school boards wisely fly only the Canadian flag out of a sense of equity for all. There is a belief among some that unless one embraces secular symbols, one cannot be inclusive or accepting. This is simply not true. Where there are cases of injustice and mistreatment of any student, whether they are bullied or rejected due to their sexual orientation, appearance, race, sex, or any other reason, we must seize the moment, address the situation, and ensure that we lead by example as we foster a culture of care and love for every individual. This truth is perfectly represented in our most fundamental Catholic symbol, the cross.